followed the Warriors on social media and deleted pics with him as a Dub. But now Shams reports Golden State is about to lose one of the Splash Brothers. But why? Obviously he's upset. But what actually happened? Now we found out. Klay is a free agent and wanted to return to Golden State, but a lot of other teams have money and can sign him away. In fact, Shams says the Clippers, Lakers, and Mavericks are strong suitors.
I think he's going Lakers or Mavericks.
Dallas dumped Tim Hardaway to get the 13th.
Klay would be a perfect fit for LeBron.
$13 million per year mid-level exception. Lakers can do the same with LeBron's help. He opted out and will take less if LA can get a good player like Klay. But how did it get this bad? So Klay wants to leave his NBA soulmate Steph Curry. It's from disrespect by new GM Mike Dunleavy. Klay is offended by how he was treated. So the last few years, Klay has seen teammates get paid. Steph Curry, okay, Draymond Green.
The thing is, when Klay was injured, Bob Myers still gave him that big contract when he was injured. For that 2 years, the 2 year span, Klay was basically getting $40 million a year. And then basically, I think the Warriors expect him to take a discount.
I get it. Andrew Wiggins and even Jordan Poole. Not getting a deal is a slap in the face. Oh, they did offer him 2 years, $48 million, but Klay laughed at that. It's a fraction of what they gave Mr. Lowlight himself. But here's the real problem.
Bro, that's
Klay,
true. 2 years, $48 million is insulting because Emmanuel quickly basically got $35 million a year.
Already got a huge contract after he tore his ACL in 2019. Then he was out with an Achilles, so he made max money not playing for 2 years. Did he forget that? Also, last year, he was the 12th highest paid player in the NBA. He got more than Luka Doncic, SGA, even fat contract Rudy Gobert. Yeah, Klay got more than him. So technically, Klay has been getting overpaid for 5 years straight.
Yes, that's what.
So the Dubs are like, no more. We are cutting you off.
The Warriors are way over the salary cap as well. I think they're gonna try to get rid of Wiggins and then Chris Paul. They're gonna either
paid, but he's also
trade him,
Klay must hear that and feel
or if they don't trade, they're just gonna cut him.
Terrible.
And then save $30 million cap space.
That is why he deleted his social media posts.
So I don't have to pay the luxury tax.
Oh, so make a trade. Well, the GM also said it's just hard to do deals, and I can't stress that enough. I mean, there's a lot of good teams out there that know what they're doing, whereas in the past it seemed like you could just pull a fast one on somebody.
Lazy.
Nope. Trades in the NBA just aren't a thing anymore. They're way too difficult now. What? Last year, the Celtics traded for Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday. And then at the deadline, the Mavericks added PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. That's 4 trades in the last 12 months. Both those teams made it to the finals. It's how you win a championship now. So how are trades...
No, that's why Bob Myers left, because I think he knew the situation was going to be like this, and then that's why Bob Myers just resigned. Yeah, the situation
Actually,
is falling
they're
on Mike
not.
Dunleavy.
And Dunleavy isn't stupid. Maybe he's just acting dumb. I mean, this is the team that literally tried to get LeBron James at last year's trade deadline. Yeah, they are looking for a big trade, but the key will be Chris Paul's contract. He makes about $30 million, and the Dubs can trade that for a big name. It would also take at least a draft pick and Jonathan Kuminga. So who is actually worth it? Well, the first name is Paul George, but on Saturday night,
he opted into his contract, so they can't trade for him.
He opted out of his contract, which took him off
the board.
Golden State would now need to have cap space to get him, which they don't. Hate to say this. The most likely scenario is Steph doesn't get a new star teammate, and they sign a random role player instead. The reason is owner Joe Lacob said goal number 1 is to get under the luxury tax. Well, if they lose Chris Paul and Klay, mission accomplished. Dude has spent like $1 billion chasing championships the last 2 years. He's finally done. Now, they will use a mid-level exception to get a guy like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope or Isaiah Hartenstein, which actually isn't that bad. KCP would be even better than Klay, but he ain't a superstar. And honestly, this is gonna hurt for Klay, Steph, Draymond, Steve Kerr, everyone who's cared about Golden State.